That doesn't mean that Ladbrokes is choosing Reagan as the winner in November. Rather, it's a way for them to attract bets on the other contenders to balance their rock.
The Pulitzer Prize winners were announced today, and here are some of the results. For public service, the Gannett News Service won. For fiction, Norman Mailer's 10 Executives won. For drama, Langford Wilson's Tally's Polly. For biography, The Rise of the Roosevelt by Edmund Morris won. News 88 will continue after this in just a moment.
Good afternoon. For FM88 Sports, this is Brian Jackson. Well, the best players in pro golf are suffering today from a disease known as the Masters Hangover. Masters Hangover is a disease that affects veteran pro golfers after they get showed up by a youngster, which is exactly what happened yesterday as Severino Ballesteros became the youngest man in history to win the coveted green jacket. The one and only Jack Nicklaus had this to say about the 23-year-old Ballesteros. Nicklaus said that he's the best young player to come around in a long, long time. And if yesterday signaled the beginning of the Ballesteros era, it probably signaled the end of the Jack Nicklaus era. Once again, the Golden Bear finished way back in the major tournament. Nicklaus hasn't won a tournament in 2 years. Right, pro basketball playoffs, give you an update on what's happening there. Only one game tonight, Boston playing Houston. Celtics lead 3-0. Houston so overmatched it's not funny. Other three ball games, Milwaukee, Seattle, no, they're not playing tonight. Their series is 2-all. Los Angeles and Phoenix, the Lakers leading 3-0. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar just dominating that series. Atlanta and Philadelphia are 2-1. Now for a time for what I like to call Brian Jackson's Rumors. Well, I'm 500 on rumors so far. Last week I got on the air and boldly predicted that Ken Griffey would be traded. Of course, the next day the Reds signed him to a 2-year contract. Howard King of the University of Maryland, of course the All-American out there, was offered a huge contract from Detroit to play basketball for them, but Albert King wants his degree. He'll stay in Maryland. And finally, how about this? Earl Weaver, the best manager in baseball, no doubt about it. This is the last year of his contract. What's he going to do? A lot of folks say he'll be looking around for employment elsewhere. Other people say he'll stay in Baltimore. I say wrong. He's going to retire, and Frank Robinson will take over the club. He said his goal is to rebuild the once powerful Cavaliers and keep the team in Boston to make them watch the playoffs. It was to make people stop confusing me with Jack Sigma. Jack Sigma's the 6'11" center for the Seattle Supersonics. That's a look at sports. I'll join you tomorrow. Now, Ann King will have the weather for us.
And the weather calls for scattered showers tonight, and with the temperature around 40 degrees. We will also have scattered showers tomorrow, except it will be near a high 50 degrees. The probability of precipitation for tonight is 40%, 50% tomorrow, and 40% tomorrow night. It is currently 55 degrees outside.
This has been News 88 for Monday, April 14th. News 88 is a student-produced news service of WMUL FM. Today's reporters and writers were Brian Jackson, Brian Howard, and Ann King. The producers were Brian Howard and Ann King, and News 88 was directed today by Tim Miller. Stay tuned to WMUL FM88 for the best in all kinds of music and sports and news.
This is Tim Miller for FM88.